what we do here is go back.
I'm about to get all of these dead ends cut off, and I cannot wait. Work your magic, Joanne. Work your magic. The very first step, in my opinion, is the most important, and this is just having a consultation with your stylist. Right here, I'm showing her roughly how much length that I have in mind for cutting off. I'm showing her that I want some pieces framing my face, and that I want some long, loose layers throughout my hair. I did not bring in a picture, but I do highly recommend bringing in a picture to your stylist. Now, be sure to be very realistic when bringing in a picture. If you have 2B waves, do not bring in a picture of someone with 3C curls because your stylist is not a magician. But be sure to bring in a photo so that you and your stylist are on the exact same page and there are no surprises in your haircut. Now we are going to section the hair off, and then she's going to mix up some magic. Today she used Goldwell's Dust Free Powder, and then she added in some Goldwell Top Chic 3% 10 volume, and this is for the highlights that she's mixing currently. So she's just gonna mix that bad boy up, and then she's gonna do the exact same thing in the other bowl, but we're gonna be using Top Chic Goldwell 6% at 20 volume. And Joanne always mixes these two colors throughout my hair just so that it has a little more dimension to it and looks a little bit more natural. And don't forget to check out the description box down below. I will be listing all of Joanne's information so that you too can get your hair cut and colored by her as well.
Hey guys, welcome to India's channel. Getting our hair done. Look at them foils.
Now Joanne always uses the foil technique for my highlights. There's many different ways you can get your hair highlighted. This is just what we use, but you can get your hair highlighted using the pintura method. There's the balayage method. There's so many different ways that you can get your hair highlighted, but this is just the current method that we are using, and I love how it turns out every time, but to each their own. Hi! Oh, she's so cute, guys. She's seriously the sweetest lady. Like, we have so much fun. Alright guys, so we just finished partially highlighting my hair. We've got lots of foils in here. We're just going to let the color sit and process and then rinse it out. And today we're going to be using Diva Curl's shampoo and conditioner and some fun styling products from Diva Curl as well. Really quick, bear in mind with this video that I am not a hairstylist. I didn't go to hair school. These are all just my personal thoughts and opinions. So if you have your own and you don't agree, that's totally fine. Anyways, let's talk about the toner. Joanne is going to be toning my hair with the Color Touch toner from Wella, and this is the 1.9% 6 volume. Now this toner is essentially just great for getting any unwanted colors out of your hair, any yellow colors, any brassiness, and then she's also going to use the New Blonde as a root lifter for me. And now we're just going to take all of our foils out. Ah, look at that blonde hair. I'm so excited. I love it so much. How beautiful. So today Joanne is going to be using the Low Poo Delight on my hair, and then we're just going to rinse it out and work on our toner next. She is going to evenly apply and distribute the toner to my roots. And like I said earlier, this is just going to be sure that there is no unwanted colors like yellowy colors or brassy colors. And then next, she's going to rinse it out and apply our root lifter. Now this is for any little flyaway hairs that didn't quite make it into the foil. Once again, just being 100% sure that there is no unwanted colors and that it's beautiful. So she's just going to be rinsing this out, and then we're gonna go in with our conditioner. Today we're gonna be using Diva Curl's One Condition Delight. I love this conditioner because it's so lightweight and really just keeps my waves and loose curls very weightless. Now, I recommend if you are on the curly girl journey and your stylist doesn't have products that fit into those categories, just bring your own. Bring your own Diva Curl products, bring whatever shampoo and conditioner you're using that works for you, and create your own Diva Shawn salon wherever you live. If you don't have a Diva Curl salon near you, then just kind of DIY it. Why not? All right, here we go, on to the haircut. So she just parts my hair in the middle and then brushes it out completely, and I always just like to remind her exactly what I'm looking for once again. You cannot be specific enough with getting your hair cut. You will only regret it if you are not specific enough. So yeah, just be sure to say exactly what you think and what you want, and be sure that you have a stylist that you're very comfortable just telling exactly what you have in mind and that you're not afraid to speak your mind. So first she's just going to cut the general length off first, and I said about roughly 1.5 inches when it is like straight and wet like this. So realistically, when my hair is in its natural state, it'll be closer to 2 inches, which is what I had in mind. So now here she is cutting the long layers. She just brings it all up and, you know, does her hairstylist magic. Now I recommend to you guys personally adding some long layers into your hair. Nothing crazy, nothing choppy, just some long loose layers so that you have some extra volume and body to your curls. There is nothing sexier than big, wavy, or curly hair. Now Joanne is just going to take my side pieces, like my little fringe bang area, and she's just going to be framing my face nicely so that I have some shorter layers in the front. Those pieces get really weighed down easily for me. So I like to get them cut a little bit shorter than maybe most people. And right here I'm telling her that I want it to be cut actually a little bit shorter. So just be sure not to be afraid to tell your stylist exactly what you're thinking. If you want a little bit shorter, don't be afraid to ask for it. Just be sure that it's what you have in mind so that you are happy when you leave the salon. All right guys, I just finished getting my hair cut and Joanne did such an amazing job. We did about 1.5 inches off the bottom, and then we did some pieces to frame my face and just some longer layers at the bottom. Nothing crazy. I do not recommend getting like choppy short layers or anything like that, but just some layers, like some long loose layers so that your hair has a little more volume and you don't get that like flat triangle head, because nobody wants that. So let me show you guys how short she cut my bangs. It goes to right about my chin when it's straight and dry. So I think this is really gonna help to give my bangs some more volume and just allow me to get that definition that I have been longing for back. So I'm just going to wet my hair. This is just water. It says Paul Mitchell, but it's just water. And then I'm going to apply my styling products, and then I will update you guys on how everything looks when I get back home once my hair is dry. All right, now that my hair is completely wet, I am going to take my Diva towel and just scrunch some of the water out, a little bit of the excess, and then we're gonna put our styling products and be good to go. So today I'm going to first use Diva Curl's styling cream. I love this product. It is so amazing. It's not even funny. I'm gonna take about this much. I love this product because it gives me the perfect amount of definition and without making my hair crunchy, because that's gross. And it smells like Skittles. Who doesn't want to smell like Skittles? So I just like to flip my head over and just finger comb it through my hair. Just like this. And then I'm just going to scrunch it up and be sure that I'm working it through my roots as well. And then we're going to use Diva Curl's Wave Maker. That product is amazing. It's called a touchable whip, and it's great because it gives you that definition, but it's just so soft and light, and it doesn't weigh down your waves or your curls, so it's perfect. So we're gonna take Diva Curl's Wave Maker, and I'm just gonna use about that much. I'm just gonna rub it in my hands and then just bring it through my hair. Be sure it's in my roots. Get it all over the place. And then we're just going to scrunch it out with the Diva towel, and I will update you guys on my new haircut and color when I get back home. Alright guys, it is 3 days later since I've gotten my hair cut, and these are what I'm left with for third day curls. I definitely feel like my hair has just like so much more volume up here, just so much more voluminous, and it's definitely a lot more manageable as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it very helpful, and be sure to follow me on Snapchat so that you can see snaps like this.